for the hoop with the most, and we're going to continue the saga. The saga does continue on the world surrounding Undisputed, Fox Sports 1, Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharpe. Now, if you've been living under a rock, allow your boy to explain. Shannon Sharpe is going to be leaving Undisputed and leaving the seat where he be debating against Skip Bayless to do his own future endeavors. We done covered the possibilities where Shannon Sharpe may go, or he may go fully independent. The links down below to the other YouTube channels. I talked about this ad nauseum on live streams as well as videos. And we also talked about the possible replacement of Shannon Sharpe, who's going to fill that Shannon Sharpe seat over there at Undisputed. Now, first and foremost, I told you guys that they may steal a page from ESPN, how they did it over there at First Take, when Stephen A. Smith didn't no longer want to debate against Max Kellerman. When Max Kellerman left, they gave him his own afternoon show as well as the morning show, and where he hosts with Max and Keyshawn and Jay Williams. So he did that thing over there. And as far as as far as Stephen A. Smith over there at First Take, they had a rotation of people that would debate Stephen A. Smith every day, 5 days a week, a different personality. Okay. They also signed Christopher Mad Dog Russo. They added JJ Redick to the mix, as well as Kendrick Perkins, as well as special guests and things of that nature. And ever since then, the ratings went up for First Take and Stephen A. Smith. So all well, that ends well with Stephen A. Smith's show. And I feel like Undisputed is going to steal the same page from ESPN and do it that way, first and foremost. But I also feel like there are three people in the confounds of Fox Sports 1 that are the leading candidates to replace Shannon Sharpe, and I talked about that as well. And my top three is Nick Wright, Emmanuel Acho, and a dark horse, Joy Taylor. Now, I covered and I talked about Nick Wright, also talked about Emmanuel Acho, also talked about there's some rumors out there that suggest that LaShawn McCoy was going to be replacing Shannon Sharpe. But I do feel like that dark horse, Joy Taylor, may get the opportunity, and allow your brother to explain. Follow me. So Fox Sports 1 original concept of Undisputed is to have two sports media personalities to debate one another, similar to what ESPN had with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. Skip Bayless chosen Shannon Sharpe, and the old regime over there at Fox Sports 1 was not feeling it, but since they gave full control and full blessing of Undisputed, they gave all that control to Skip Bayless. They had no choice but to respect Skip Bayless's wishes. Skip Bayless brought Shannon Sharpe with them, and then the rest they say is history. So that fills that check mark. They always wanted a sports media personality to debate Skip Bayless, as well as a likable person. Not to say Shannon Sharpe was not likable, but sometimes Shannon Sharpe could be edgy, abrasive. Sometimes Shannon Sharpe can come off to be a super fanboy to LeBron James and to the Los Angeles Lakers. And sometimes he acts a little immature at times. And the antics such as having Black and Miles in his mouth and mixing drinks on live TV, even though Fox Sports 1 pretty much allow their personalities to say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do, it's just the unexpected takes Shannon Sharpe had and the unexpected skits that Shannon Sharpe had. Some of them were very funny, a lot of them were quite funny, but as a representative at Fox Sports 1, they probably perceived it the wrong way. So you're not going to get none of those antics with Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor's going to come in and work hard, and she's very knowledgeable, very entertaining, not as funny as Shannon Sharpe, but still a little funny, and the safe bet and the safe pick. Plus, they don't have to drop a major bag on Joy Taylor. Now, Emmanuel Acho, they pretty much got him under contract. Nick Wright's star is rising. So Nick Wright knows that once he's done with this contract, he's going to demand a bag. Okay, now he may not get into that A gap, but he will get close to that A gap. And I think, Nick Wright would appreciate that more. So I feel like if this happens, if Joy Taylor becomes the replacement of Shannon Sharpe, then Fox Sports 1 had this calculated years ago. Now, a lot of people seem to forget that Joy Taylor was the moderator, the first moderator over there at Undisputed. And Joy Taylor didn't mind moderating, but she also wanted to have her own takes. And she also wanted to add her own opinions. She just did not get enough time, because when you got two blabbermouths that fill up time and oxygen, you just not going to have a time to say what's on your mind, say your piece. So she left Undisputed, became a host over there at the Herd Show, not a moderator. She went over there to the Herd Show. Colin Cowherd respected her, saw the potential in Joy Taylor, allowed Joy Taylor to have the opportunity to say her mind, say her piece. The only issue I have with Joy Taylor, and I said this in the live stream, I felt like Joy Taylor took social media way too seriously when the haters would come in droves on her Twitter timeline and say this, that, and the third about Joy Taylor. And Joy Taylor took it personally, but ever since, over the time, either she grew out of it or it does not bother her one bit. Either or, that's a plus for Joy Taylor. So you're not going to get Joy Taylor constantly looking on social media like Shannon Sharpe does, and you're not going to see Joy Taylor, criticize or critique athletes and liking tweets that disrespect disrespect Skip Bayless. You're not going to get that from Joy Taylor. She is on social media, but she's on social media on a different wave. But that's neither here nor there. Very beautiful woman. And I feel like also Fox Sports 1 knew that this day was coming, and they was cultivating Joy Taylor to see what they had, and then they allow her to be the host alongside Emmanuel Acho, see how she could hold with Emmanuel Acho. And Joy Taylor holds her own with Emmanuel Acho as far as debating goes. And I felt like that was a test run to see what they had in Joy Taylor, to see if maybe they can promote her to the next episode, which is debating alongside Skip Bayless. Now, they will have to talk this to Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless has his own ideals. He has his own personalities that he wouldn't mind interviewing. But they would have to really spend a couple of days convincing Skip Bayless that this is the perfect route, okay? So having her, and I do feel like Skip Bayless is more knowledgeable than Joy Taylor, and that's just the fact of he's been doing it much longer. But I feel like over the course of time, Joy Taylor is going to figure this thing out. And I also feel like Fox Sports 1 wants to do something different. They don't want to be the same old like the other major networks. Okay, it will be the first time in history, and Fox Sports 1 likes to toot their own horn. Okay, it was the first time in history that on a debate show they had an athlete hosting a debate show with Shannon Sharpe. They also want to make history again as to be the first and only debate show that has a male and female debating along one another. I feel like that fills the boxes, that pleases the demographics and I feel like that's going to, having Joy Taylor there, a lot of people, a lot of women who don't watch debate shows may give Undisputed an opportunity to watch on a consistent basis. So you got that female demographic audience that's probably going to be interested in Undisputed, as well as Skip Bayless's haters or fans or however y'all want to call them. They're going to be watching it. I do feel like the ratings are going to dip slightly, but even when Undisputed was on their high, and when the ratings were high and they had Shannon Sharpe, they could never crack or dethrone First Take. First Take is going to still remain king no matter if Shannon Sharpe was there or not. I told you this. It's just mathematics. ESPN is in more households than Fox Sports 1. It's just the mathematics of the thing. Plus, First Take is more entertaining than Undisputed. All right, even though Undisputed have some great antics and very informative and very comedic when Shannon Sharpe was there, still, and the ratings were good, but the ratings were not great compared to First Take. So if this happens, then the executives over there at Fox Sports 1 had this in the making years ago, ever since Joy Taylor left Undisputed and became a host over there at on the Colin Hurd show. Now that was the old regime that made that move, and now the new regime is reaping the rewards of that. And low key, they were training Joy Taylor for an opportunity like this. Okay, she went from the Colin Hurd show, speaking her mind, saying her piece. They promoted her to be a host, not a guest, but a host of Speak. And that show is doing quite well. And it was also testing her out on Emmanuel Acho, because I made a video telling you guys that this day was coming. And there were talk that Emmanuel Acho was going to replace Shannon Sharpe. And I still feel firm that either it's a two-team race, either Nick Wright or Emmanuel Acho. Okay? But a dark horse in the back is Joy Taylor. She could, overtake this and win this position. And that's all I got, folks. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I want to be the first one to tell you guys this, because if it goes down, and this is a long shot, by any stretch of the imagination, this is a long shot. But if it does happen, you heard it first from your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces, guys.